Hi everyone, this is Barmy again. Just something I needed to try and get across. I've tried to record my feelings now twice about the limitations of the Move controllers, and twice I've gone through why I think they're quite limited with regards to this kind of game, and essentially not fit for purpose. And both times, would you believe it? Both times it hasn't recorded. Oh. So here I am again, and I'm hoping it's third time lucky. The problems I'm having, and it's, you know, it's not just today, is the fact that we have old technology in the PlayStation Move controllers, and yes, it works, you know. Where are you? Can you go away and leave us alone? I'm trying to have a discussion. While it works, it doesn't really work very well, and my opinion on the matter is they are not fit for purpose. They're honestly not. Leave aside the fact that they don't have analog sticks. We'll come to that another day. The point I want to make today is mainly about the tracking. These wands, as I call them, these Move controllers, you hold one in the right hand, one in the left. It's basically like a tube with an illuminated orb on the end.
Everyone is. You got a death wish?
Yes, your death. And in order to track those, we have a camera set up somewhere, generally in front of where you're standing or sitting, either, you know, above or below your TV unit. And because you've got two separate orbs, or Move controllers with these illuminated orbs, when you're holding a weapon like this, you're holding the trigger in, because I'm right-handed, my right hand, and the barrel in my left. And when I move my hands in this particular alignment, you essentially have the Move controllers one in front of the other, and the orbs that are on the end of these Move controllers can overlap, and the one camera can actually lose sight of one or the other, and you get issues with regards to the tracking and the control over the weapon or the item that you're supposedly holding in game, which is not helpful. Truthfully, it isn't. What's going on here? There we go. And I've struggled today playing this, mainly down to the tracking. The movement I can just about get by with. There aren't any analog sticks on these Move controllers, so you're having to rely on face buttons and, you know, pointing the left-handed orb, you know, left or right, depending on which way you want to move. It's not ideal. And when I say not ideal, it's manageable, but not really the way we should be playing games, you know what I mean? The system, the PSVR system's 3.5 to coming up to 4 years old now. Enough time has gone by for alternative controllers to have been manufactured that either allow for easier tracking or easier movement or both. In my opinion, enough time's gone by to enable someone, namely Sony, to come out with something that's fit for purpose rather than these things that aren't. They have developed and released something called an aim controller, which is essentially, you know, enables people to move around the world a little bit easy, because the aim controller is one solid unit rather than having two separate hands. It has analog sticks, and because it has one illuminated orb at the end of it rather than two, you know, the camera is able to track it a lot a lot better. Not necessarily easier, because it either can or it can't. It tracks the one a lot better than having to track two, especially when they have the tendency to overlap. And sometimes, because of the, you know, the design of the game, that can happen more often than not, depending on what kind of weapons or what kind of items you are required to hold. It's just frustrating and it's unnecessary. Oops, you bugger. And I'm surprised. Yes, very surprised, because I got a bit of a shock there, to say the least. I'm surprised I got out of that situation in one piece. But my shotgun's just blown up in my hands. But hey ho, do you know what it is? What it is? Yes. The issues. Look. Anybody has any feelings about, you know, what I've struggled with, their own comments or, you know, opinions will be very well received by me, whether you agree with me or not. Please let me know what you think. Is it just me? You know, I know it's not, but let me know your opinion. I'd be very interested in finding out. Hopefully this video will have recorded. It is the third time of trying. If not, I'll make a fourth, because I think it's an important point that I'm raising, and I'd like to know other people's opinions on it. So I'll continue on. And look at this. Guys, I'm gonna have to ask you to be patient. Really, you're not. You're just not. There we go. You are not. Trust me, you're not. You actually aren't. I'll be here till midnight with these two. I doubt it. he got the message eventually, but yes. I'd be interested in hear your opinion on it. Please let me know in the comments, and have a good day and take care. Bye bye.